All right, guys, so there's not been any good news coming out of the Olympics for the woke revolutionaries, okay? The woke revolutionaries are probably frustrated with what's going on at the Olympics, as it seems like Team USA, right, when it comes to soccer and basketball at the very least, are not doing very well, right? They're not doing very well. You remember last week how Team USA women's soccer, they got skunked, right? Skunked at one of their opening matches, right? After kneeling in protest, right, for racial justice. Okay, now you have France shocking Team USA in basketball in the Olympics as they beat Team USA, snapping their 25 game win streak in the Olympics. Okay, now they beat them 83-76, right, and this is the first game that actually counts. Now this is intriguing because this is the third loss out of 4 games, right, that the U.S. basketball team has played. Now, this is the one that actually counts, but they haven't been very good, right? They just haven't been very good. And I feel like there's probably a lot of low-key satisfaction out there seeing an unpatriotic, ungrateful Team USA, right? Whether it's soccer, basketball, whatever, right? Woke athletes losing to countries whom have players that are probably proud to represent their countries on the world stage and to play for that country and to stand for their anthems. I feel like there's a sense of satisfaction just seeing that a little bit, right? Just rumbling in this country. Now, who knows? It could be a chemistry thing, right? It could be one of those things where, you know, they just haven't been playing together as much. Because, you know, some of these guys in these other countries, right, like France, you know, Germany, you know, all these other countries, they've been playing together their whole lives, okay, because they're the elite of the elite, right, in their countries, and, you know, they've kind of known each other. Also, you know, international / European style of, you know, basketball play, it's more fundamentals, right? It's more focused on the fundamentals of the game rather than dunks and three-pointers, which is kind of what the NBA has become, right? Dunks and three-point shooting. And that's because of AAU culture, right? That's what happens. And obviously, you know, when you start to see that dynamic being played on the international stage, I think you're kind of seeing how even when you have a team like Team USA that's so individually talented, maybe that's not enough to overcome chemistry. Again, you're still playing against the best basketball players in the world, even at the Olympic level. Now, this is a LeBron-less Team USA basketball team, right? LeBron-less. Because LeBron, instead of playing for the Olympics, instead of representing this country, right? And maybe he shouldn't have, because he's, you know, he's woke too, right? He's, you know, tweeting from his company account instead of his own account how, you know, the Olympics is taking away the athletes' voices, right, for having certain restrictions on how they can protest, right? So, you know, instead of competing, he decides that, you know, he's gonna focus on promoting Space Jam 2. That has been an epic fail and a flop, and it's not even gonna be played in China, right? At the very least, up into this video, right? It just goes to show all the work, kneeling and bowing to Chairman Xi of China basically went to waste for LeBron, right? And now, because he chose to focus more on Space Jam 2 in China, Team USA is struggling. They're struggling, okay? But who knows? Maybe they'll turn around. And the news gets worse because nobody is actually watching Team USA suck in the Olympics, as NBC has a 33-year low viewership for the Tokyo Olympics opening ceremony. Not a happy benchmark. This is bad, right? This is really, really, really bad. Nobody's watching, right? Matter of fact, I've heard a lot of people on the right say not only are they not watching, they're also saying, listen, I cannot root for people who are actively on the world stage trying to disrespect this country. Matter of fact, I hope they lose. That's what people are saying. They hope that they lose. Why? Because if they lose, then they don't go to the podium and, you know, risk protesting, right? Or risk making some type of statement that's going to be disrespectful to the country, that's going to be disrespectful to the flag. So you know what? If you're going to win and then show disrespect instead of honor for this country, then we'd rather not see you win at all, right? That's what people are saying. That's what people are saying, right? And they're also not watching it. So let's read a little bit more here. The Tokyo Olympics opening ceremony, delayed a year because of COVID-19 pandemic, drew 16.7 million viewers for NBC on Friday, the smallest audience for the network broadcast in the past 33 years, according to data from the Comcast-owned NBCUniversal on Saturday. The TV audience dropped 37% from the Rio de Janeiro opening ceremony in 2016, when 26.5 million people watched, and 59% from 2012, when 40.7 million people watched the London opener. The Tokyo ratings factor in both the live broadcast early Friday morning and a primetime re-airing. Damn. That's really bad. That's really bad. Reuters described Friday's fall, the lowest since the 1988 Seoul Games, as a steep drop. Taking into account viewers on NBCOlympics.com and the NBC Sports app, 17 million people watched the ceremony, according to NBC Universal. The streaming audience on those platforms increased 76% from the 2018 Pyeongchang opening ceremony and 72% from 2016 in Rio. By way of comparison, analysts noted that Friday's TV broadcast drew fewer viewers than Sunday Night Football and Oprah Winfrey's bombshell interview on CBS with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry in March. Quote, your first benchmark of Olympic viewing over the next 2 weeks, and not a happy one for NBC Universal, tweeted sports writer Richard Duchette. NBC Sports reacted to comparisons by tweeting some context, noting that in the last 5 years, award shows are down 68 to 72% in viewership. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what they keep saying, right? They keep saying, well, nobody's watching television, right? Nobody's watching legacy, media or anything like that. And I think that is true to a certain extent. But I think what we all can agree on is that this ultra wokeness, right? This desire to protest the flag, to protest the anthem, to, trash the USA on a world stage definitely is not contributing to people wanting to watch, right? I think we can all agree on that. Okay, because although, everybody has suffered, I feel like those who have been the wokest have suffered the most. The award shows are the wokest. They've suffered the most. The NBA has been the wokest. They suffered the most, right? And the wokest among us tend to suffer the largest drop in viewership. And this is what I try to tell people about, the woke revolutionaries. The woke revolutionaries never put their money where their mouths are. They love trying to talk big game, right? But they won't support the athletes that are protesting for them, right? They won't support them by actually watching the games, right? They're supposed to be pro-women's sports, right? Even though they're not when it comes to the trans issue, but hey, that is what it is. They don't watch the WNBA. Okay, for all the woke revolutionaries out there, they claim they support these athletes. There's no reason why viewership should be this low, right? Unless they're not watching it, and also the pissed off Americans whom don't like the disrespect of the country, aren't watching it as well. And I think that's probably what the issue is, right? It's that most people are just tuning out of just television in general because, one, the woke revolutionaries like watching Netflix all day, and the conservatives that did watch cable, right, and sports and stuff, they don't want to watch it anymore because the sports leagues and the advertisers have decided that they don't want them watching that anymore because they have co-signed all this disrespect. So it seems to me that we just have another example of get woke, go broke, right? So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.